Hello there, Nanners and fellow Interwebbers. Aliana Banana here. Welcome to my channel. Today, if you're here, it means we're doing an episode of Beauty with a Brown-Eyed Girl. Let's get into it. So today on Beauty with a Brown-Eyed Girl, we are going to be focusing on a natural look. Now, when I say natural, do I mean like no products? No. All of us girls nowadays know that if you want the natural look, you're gonna need at least 35,000 products, right? Follow me on this journey where we see how many products it took to get here. It's a nice subtle look, work, interview, life, whatever you want, and we'll see what happens. So stick around and check it out. All right, so we're gonna get right into it. I will try to list the products as we go along, but of course, as usual, I will link everything down below. No, this video is not sponsored. We're gonna start with a primer. I already have moisturized my face. Today, for a primer, I'm thinking I want to use the Smashbox. Let's go for it. This is the Smashbox Photo Finish. I use tiniest dab because the dimethicone can actually be counterintuitive when I'm putting on my makeup and make everything slide around. I have discussed the dimethicone primers a million times. I'm just rubbing this in. It's really too hot. Either the hair has to go up or something has to change. So I am going to start with the foundation, and what I'm going to use today is a mix between the Maybelline Fit Me. This is 120 SPF 18. 120 is the color name. It's this guy here in this bottle. Shake that up, and I'm going to mix that with the Milani Conceal and Perfect 2-in-1 foundation and concealer in both number 1 creamy vanilla and number 2 natural. So these guys, I know it seems like ridiculous, like why not just use these two, but honestly, as much as I really love this foundation, it dries my skin out, and it dries it out like it's so instant. And what ends up happening is as I put the makeup on, it starts to make my skin look really dry and really patchy and really irritated, and my skin stops accepting makeup. I mix a little bit into the Fit Me by Maybelline because, again, I really do like the formula. I like all the colors. None of these colors are right for me since I moved to Miami, so you know, we're gonna mix them all up. So a little bit of each. Whoa, son of a gun. One, it's not a full pump. That's like 3/4 of a pump. And then of number 2, I do like maybe half a pump. So I just take the end of a makeup brush. We're gonna go ahead and use this damp beauty blender to put on our foundation. Not only is the beauty blender the easiest way for me to blend my makeup and make it look good, but the beauty blender is also the only tool I have found when applying my makeup that still allows my skin to look like skin, and that is what I want. Now, right, we're gonna add all the cream stuff that we want in our face before we start powdering it up. So I'm going to go ahead and use the Makeup Stick Highlight MegaGlo Wet n Wild, this guy here. And we're gonna do the cheekbones up here, highest points, right down the nose, yes, chin. And then I always do a little right under the arches of the eyebrow. Same beauty blender. Bounce that in. You know, this is the natural makeup that like you need 35 products to achieve. Natural. So now I'm gonna go ahead in with my absolutely favorite contour stick of all time. Bing. Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is the contour stick in Fawn. It is cool tone. So this is my absolute favorite. And again, I'm sorry if I keep looking in that direction. Simply, I'm just trying to look in my mirror here. So right down the center of the nose. Right down the center of the nose. Obviously, that's not what I meant. And then a little here, a little here. There. Looking good, looking good. I always go in with my little oval brush first and just kind of start the process of blending it out. Right, not fully, I'm just getting it started. And this really helps me because, as I've said in the past, too much play with my skin is a problem and then it becomes irritated. So this just helps so that I'm not bounce and driving my skin crazy. In terms of the nose, I use my fingers usually. So I'm just gonna go in and we're just gonna blend that in. Voila! Didn't see any concealer yet, did you? I would probably go with the Urban Decay Naked Skin Weightless Complete Coverage Concealer. It's like, how many words do we need to add to a name? I use this in light neutral. I have the sample size here. So this is a little bit lighter than my skin. It's really nothing dramatic. I will use it on my rosacea spots. Blend that right in with the jaw contour. So then for under my eyes, I have two of them for the dark circles. But if I really want to highlight and play around and do the A Million product natural look, I will use the new Instant Age Rewind Eraser Dark Circles Treatment Concealer, blah, blah, blah. And this is, of course, by Maybelline. And I use 20N210. So I always start dead center, boop, 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 right down the middle, under the eyes. I also bring my concealer up mighty high on my nose. I don't know if you can see that line there, but you can see my nose already looks slimmer. Okay, and remember, you always want the center of your face to be where that brightness is. Starting down here, I'm going in with a fresh new beauty blender. And don't worry about your contour, because if you're using 500 products, as I am, we're gonna powder contour on top of it. And then under the eyes. I bring the excess up onto my eye. I like to use that as my primer. And then down the nose. Forgive the landscapers. So first we want to start with under the eye. I have two different pressed powders that I use, and it's funny because they're pressed powders and yet I've really been enjoying them for setting my face, especially under the eyes. This pressed powder, however, not only claims to avoid flashback, but it's so like soft and creamy. I can't explain it, but it's been working for me, so I'm gonna keep using it till it doesn't anymore. It looks like I just went cross-eyed out of nowhere. So this is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Pressed Powder, which is new apparently. I use 821E and 822E. That's Warm Light and Natural Buff. You can see they're so close. One is a little bit more yellow, one is a little bit more pink-ish. I use the warm light for under my eyes. So I'm gonna go back to the old beauty blender that we were using, and I dip right in, swirl right in, and look at that. I mean, it's no joke how much powder it picks up. So I like to go out in. So you can see how lifted that whole area looks now. So again, I use the warm light down my nose. I'm going to go in with the neutral buff, which is the more pink of the tones. And I am going to put that, so you can see it's just not as light, I guess. I'm gonna use that to set here. Right, and this is where I get all that rosacea that wants to pop through. And a little on the top lip, same thing. If that lip gets too much powder, forget it. I am using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Kit in light. You will see I have completely hit pan on my favorite of this. This, of course, is the Cool Toned powder. Landscapers, you want them because they do the yard work, but also they create lots of noise. Ugh. Okay, so yes, I have hit pan on the cool toned one, but I've also started using the two warmer tone ones here on the ends because honestly, in Miami, I can kind of get away with it. Forgive it, he's dirty. He's my bronzer brush. It's a shiny brush that I have painted because those of you who have been here before know I paint all my brushes because I'm a lunatic. If the brush isn't pretty, it gets painted. So again, this is all three. So now I'm gonna go right back in with that same fluffy brush I used for my neck, but no more product. We're just gonna knock some of the under eye, and we're just gonna kind of blend everything in, right? Because we don't want anything too dramatic. This is a natural look. Now that we've done all this, we are gonna go ahead and do our eyebrows. For my eyebrows, I am going to use a mix between the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Definer, and that I am going to use in Caramel, and the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz, which is the smaller of the two, in Soft Brown. And there you have it. Those are the brows. I am going to use Makeup Revolution, the matte blush. This is Divine, you can see. So the big issue I have with this product is I can't use my favorite blush brush. The way this picks up product is, it's really kind of nuts. So I'm going to use this tiny little brush. It's a little more, this tiny little brush. It's a blush brush, but it's a little more precise. This is one of those unicorn knockoffs again. Smaller surface area, just as fluffy, whatever. So my issue with this is, what I was saying is, it's not just that this product is dusty, which it is. It's the way the product is actually picked up by the brush. It ends up, no matter how you tap it, being, there's all that dust, it ends up being very concentrated. So in order to apply this and apply this properly, you have to almost like lightly dab and move away. And honestly, what I've been doing is I keep my fluffy blush brush that I love on the side and I blend. So I go like this. Okay, see, I don't know if you can see there. It tried to just like deposit it. And then it's really not the easiest to blend. The way it just kind of abandons product on your face and then won't really blend it out. But again, it's so pretty when you get it to actually sit on the face. You know, and the other thing that I've been doing is taking Powder Brush by Real Techniques, Just take this. I have a little bit of the Maybelline Master Bronze by Face Studio here. It's a matte bronzing powder with no sparkle. Very important for me anyway. And I will go ahead and just kiss the top of my cheekbones. So that's your base, right? So as far as I'm concerned, a little bit of mascara and you're done. You can add a little bit of highlighter if you want. I'm not going to for this video because that's going to be a part of the next video. But this is really, I mean, this is, you know, let me put mascara on so we have the whole final look. I'm in love with this mascara. This is what I'll be using. This is the Voluminous Lash Paradise by Loreal. Yes. And my favorite thing about crazy mascara faces is that yes, we all make them, but like everybody has their own like signature crazy mascara face, you know? Like you gotta have your own. I think that's funny. Sometimes I will add, like if you want to do like extra, you can add a neutral liner to your under your bottom waterline, like here. Right, neutral or white makes the eye pop. I mean, with lashes like these, you can conquer the freaking world. This is your basic Rimmel kohl pencil. It doesn't even have the name on it anymore. It's so worn. And then the favorite part, the last part, the most amazing part, my favorite part, is highlighter. Of course, I'm gonna use 2 today because I'm crazy and extra and all of that. You know, the e.l.f. Baked Highlighter. This is in Moonlight Pearls. It's very pretty, this highlighter, and it was under $3. I have a flat angled eyeshadow brush. I'm gonna take the angle and just a little bit and in the corner. A little bit down the nose, tip of the nose, doot doot. Over the lips, the cupid's bow. It's a little bit on the chin. Now I'm going to use my absolute favorite brush. This is the 300 Real Techniques brush and the Wet n Wild highlight powder, MegaGlo highlighting powder that you can't find anywhere. This is Precious Pearls. I thought it was gonna be too copper for my cheeks. It's not. And this is a natural look, so I'm not gonna take it there. Sometimes I can use this, sometimes I can't. Sometimes it turns like hot pink on me. We'll see what it does today. This is the Frog Prince by Lipstick Queen. You've all heard of this. This is the lipstick that is green and turns pink. Let's do it. This is as good as it gets really for a natural look. And of course, I end it with all-nighter spray. Alright, so that's it. That is our natural, using 500 different products, our natural makeup look. I hope this was helpful to you. If it was, guys, please like this video. Every like helps. Go ahead and subscribe. Click that button. You're gonna see my face somewhere, either over here or maybe over there, but it's gonna be somewhere. Do me a favor, click it. Again, thumbs up this video. You can follow me on Instagram, on Facebook, and on Twitter at AlianaBanana, and you can follow me on Snapchat at Aliana_banana. Thanks so much for checking this video out. Don't forget to check out the video after this where we turn this day look into a night look. Thanks so much for watching. I love you all, and I'll see you soon.